Who here knows what brain rot content is? Brain rot content. Okay, great, fantastic. So I've created crypto left brain rot content for this section. So this is homebrewed. I'm gonna put it at 10x speed. So it's gonna be 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And I'm just gonna explain the concept a bit of what's happening here. So what you see is me vibe coding. For those not familiar with what vibe coding is when you are programming something through AI, but you are not manually reviewing the code. You're not editing the code. As you can see, I'm not even looking at the code. I don't really even care about the code. And what I'm doing in this video is I'm going through 6 crypto left projects at the same time. This talk is going to be a little bit of comic relief going into what these crypto left projects are, but mainly to go over the methodology that I use, the applications, and to show you a usable example. So just to show all of these projects are part of Communet. So now we are really in the full brain rot mode where it's like left side is brain rot content and right side is real content. So just to go into some of them, Post-Capitalism 2050 is a satirical tracker of like Trump has Project 2050 tracker. So this is a satire of it. Not all the things in Communet are functional, but some are satirical or art. Commons token is a proposal for a token that acts like a meme coin. But then after a certain amount of time, it becomes like bread, becomes a stable coin, and then the yield goes to the meme. This simulation was created completely by AI, by the way. We have some other things like crypto laundromat and crypto coin. I'm not going to go into all of them. I just want to show Commons Cast, which is one that actually works with full wallet integration. Who said that? Commons Cast works with full wallet integration, and the idea is if you are in a country where you cannot tweet at a politician for some political statement that they make, because then you go to jail. There's a lot of jurisdictions like that where you go to jail. And the idea here is that you post a bounty on chain. You say what you want the bots to respond to the politician, and great, we got an execution reversal because I didn't specify something, or I'm on the wrong chain. We're just gonna skip the live demo part because it's a lightning talk. Either way, the idea here, and I'm going to slow it down a bit just to show the methodology, is, are we over time? No? What is 45? When do we start?
We started a bit later.
Okay, good. The methodology here is that I have all these tabs open at the same time. I am going to them one by one. There's Kropotkin over here in case you missed it. And for example, this is like supposed to be a post-capitalist UI for task management that is meant to not overload the worker, not like have notifications. It is Catherine's brainchild. I'm just vibe coding it over there. And the idea is I go to this and I'm like, okay, here's one feature that is still missing. Now, instead of waiting for the agent, what I'm just doing, and we're going to see this in a second, is I'm just going to tab to the next project. There we go. Now I'm working on Bread Funds, which is a mutual insurance scheme. It's actually based off of a Dutch non-crypto mutual insurance scheme for, you know of it, yeah. So we've just made I'm already on the next one, but we've just made a crypto version of it, and we're going to also expand it to like laptop loss or like phone loss, but yeah, that's what we're doing there. This is a cryptographic whistleblowing tool. It's just a landing page. It doesn't have any of the functional elements, while the previous one did have functional elements that could connect to a wallet and do on-chain actions. And I'm also, like, this is very important in methodology, I'm leveraging like stronger models to create specs. So I'm making them, I'm not just like writing all the instructions, I'm collating a lot of information for how the application should work end to end, and then I'm dumping it into the agent that creates the site. Very important, also very important note if anybody wants to try. As you saw there, I said sequence diagram or mermaid sequence diagram. This is like a fucking cheat code for AI. You can tell it to make diagrams, or you can like send it diagrams, and it will understand this much better than words, especially when you're trying to explain things that are like very in depth. Over here, you can see a lot of the times, it's all I wrote there was like simplify it. I'm giving it like the docs because it like fucking hallucinated. And a lot of this stuff becomes more efficient because the work of like chatting, waiting, super small fix, waiting again, super small fix again, waiting again, all of that stuff just gets completely like knocked out the window when you're doing it with AI. How much time? 4 minutes? Okay, great. So I'm gonna go over a little more of the project in Communet, but that was pretty much it for the methodology, and then we'll open up to questions. Some other things I have here is a landing page for Agrarian Crypto Commons. I am known as Crypto Kibbutznik, that's my alias online. I'm very pilled on scaling agrarian communities that will be post-capitalist through crypto. Vending machines that are yield-bearing, very similar to like Lido, if anybody's familiar with like staking, but basically revenue-sharing vending machines, and lighters, also same model for a laundromat. In these like use cases for me, it's like finding the MVP for a post-capitalist use case is A, it has to use crypto in some meaningful way, B, it has to outperform the capitalist model, and C, it has to create better conditions for the workers and consumers. And all of these are sort of like an attempt at manifesting that. Are they art? Are they functional? Give me some time. Let's see. And then DeSci Commons, I think a lot of people who are doing DeSci right now are not thinking about how you can actually research things that are not profit incentivized. And anything else, Crypto Left Academy is just like a boot camp. And we saw the other examples that I showed. Follow me, and I'm opening it up to questions. 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody have any questions? Yes.
When do you need to go slow and break nothing?
Never.
Okay. You heard it here.
Do you think vibe coding should be legal?
Is this an ecological or like a moral? No, I mean the post-capitalist society where everything is fucking let's say if we now were at the post-capitalist society, everything was fully cooperative, and then AI dropped, right? Like, what would we do? We would like integrate it into the workspace. We would actually give it all the data for all the industries, and we would there's nothing inherently vibe, like the idea of coding using AI assistance, should it exist?
Not like 6 things in that. Like
Oh,
what you did. Should
what?
go to jail?
No. This was not a moral ethical question. Great. Next question. Anybody else? Yeah? I want to stress that for the, yeah.
How do you prioritize what you want to do?
Vibes. Yeah. No, for me it's like it's more about getting out all of the separate ideas. I guess I have like a bunch more to get out, and then
yourself or for
oh my god, for myself. This has like restored my sanity. It's not all in my head anymore. Yeah.
Can you go through the process, like when you have an idea?
Yes. Go to O3, ChatGPT, or a similar agent. Be like, write your idea in like a paragraph. Be like, write me a full spec with like UML charts and mermaid sequence diagrams. Read the spec that it gave you, iterate on it, and then dump it into V0 or Cursor, depending on what components you need. Yes.
Why do they all look the same?
Next.
If you want to do this for free with open source models, you can go.
I will sponsor anybody who wants to do crypto left AI like stuff with it. If you want to follow me, DM me, I'll set it up for you. Should this be free? Was your question?
No, I'm suggesting if you want to do it for free with open source models, you can use the DeepSeek live coding on Hugging Face. It's actually pretty good.
But does it deploy and connect your domain in
Yes.
one click? I'll check it out. Any other questions? Yes.
How close to a real agrarian crypto commons are we?
Give me some time, all right? We're gonna make it. Yeah. I mean, there are. crypto eco villages. There are agrarian commons. This is not actually a new concept. It's just that, like, from a more anarcho-communist perspective, if you're trying to enforce like scaling, cascading, very interoperable agreements of like worker syndicates and communities and like cooperatives in a way that doesn't use like state violence, it seems like crypto is the best way to do that. Also, like, helps with bootstrapping these communities with groups of strangers who like don't want to like make an LLC and have a bunch of lawyers like draft a bunch of shit and pay millions of dollars. Any other questions? We're good? All right. All right.